Hey guys, this is Grace and welcome to my channel. Welcome to a new year and a new series for me. I believe it was 2017, Nicole, Bingham and I, we did a collaboration called Monthly Celebrations where we share what we're celebrating for that month, and we did a process video every month for the whole year. So we did 12 layouts and it was really a great collaboration. I have been inspired by Nicole for a long time, and so we thought that we will do it again. But this time there's a few more wonderful and inspiring ladies in YouTube that are joining us, and so I thought that was really great. Now, for my the monthly celebrations that I did in 2017, I focused on sketches and double page layouts. Now, to kind of, spice it up in my type of creating, I decided that I would focus on A, of course, what my family celebrates that month, and then B, inspirations that I find on Pinterest. And so I'm going to share with you the the products that I decide to use for this month's monthly celebration, what I am documenting, and then I'm also going to share with you the process of how I create the layout. So first of all, the subject of my layout for this month. Now, January, there's a lot of people there's a lot of things to celebrate in January, but for my family particularly, we celebrate wrestling season. So my son has been wrestling this is his second season for high school, but he did wrestle 2 years in middle school. So this is our 4th year of wrestling season. Middle school is a little bit earlier, about October, November, but high school is December, January. Sometimes it goes through February if he goes to state. But anyways, so I wanted to document last year's season. And most of his tournaments, I actually videotaped it for my husband because he couldn't attend. So this was just one game where he actually, he won this game and I was taking pictures. So I don't have a lot of pictures of him wrestling, but I do have a lot of videos. But I will document this particular one and just kind of talk about his wrestling season to complete it. Now, I will do a double page layout just because there's a lot of photos already with my particular scrapbook, or the story that I am trying to document, but I would not have a double page layout every single month. I'm sorry about that, but sometimes, I just don't have a lot of photos. But the inspiration that I have for this is, of course, wrestling. So I had pulled out I try to find a quote about wrestling that I will cut with my silhouette cameo and then use that as part of my, maybe a title, or maybe just a big block of part of my layout having that quote. And then I'm going to be using these scraps of paper from, I believe this one's Fancy Pants, and also I am using some of the elements from, so Fancy Pants, On Our Way, because it has a lot of blues and yellows and reds, boyish. But then I'm also going to be using these products from Simple Stories, and I don't know, forgot the title of this, but I think it's Little Man. Simple Stories has some stickers. I still have some puffies, and just a bunch of scraps of paper, and then a few cardstocks left over. So that is my goal for this particular layout. Now, if you are interested to see what kind of ideas that I have pinned for this particular layout, I created a Pinterest board that I titled Monthly Celebrations, so you can always check that out, what I'm kind of pinning as my inspiration for my monthly celebration layouts, and I will make sure to leave that in the description below. And also I will link the description, I will link all of the ladies that are participating in the description below as well. As always, if you like these videos, please give it a thumbs up. And if you are enjoying the videos that you're seeing in my channel, please subscribe and hit the notification button so that you can be notified when I post a new video. Other than that, I will catch you guys another day. Bye!
All right, so we are now in the process of making this layout. First is I was able to cut out the quote on using that uh, craft cardstock, and then I am using some yellow cardstock as my background. And and then I'm going to cut the photos and then kind of lay it and see where it's going to go. Now in my head I wanted to put that craft cardstock quote on the left, and so the photos will be mostly on the right and also kind of center of the double page layout. And then I settled with the quote that said something that everything you want is on the other side of fear, because I thought that that's kind of really appropriate for athletes, especially for wrestling. Now, when I was cutting this, maybe my uh, blade is a little dull, or I wasn't setting my cuts properly, but I had the hardest time pulling those letters off of my mat. And so you're going to see me struggle a little bit here, but then I'll end up just doing that off camera. Yeah, as you can see, some of them are, or most of them are not really pulling out of the paper. And what I could have done is I could have brought it back on my Cameo, but I wasn't sure if once I put it in there that it will cut right um, exactly where the original cuts were made. And so I just painstakingly used my craft knife to just cut the rest of the letters out. Okay, so now I am working on building my page. I love to have a border around my photos, and since I am going to put my pictures right on the cardstock, I decided to make a little bit of a pattern paper border using that diagonal stripe paper, and I cut that just a 1/4 inch thick so that it wouldn't be too thick and I would have room to fill in all the stuff that I had wanted. And then now I'm working on finding some papers to go on the right, because I have this big block of title of paper on the left. I decided that I needed something on the right, and so that's going to fill that page to cover up some of the yellow. And then I also have pre-printed my journaling, and I just talked about, basically I talked about the season as a whole, and his successes, and uh, the experience that he had. And so that's what I written in the journaling, and then I'm just filling in the papers. Now, what I did with the title, after I gutted out all of the positives of the letters, I filled in the rest with pattern paper. And I love this because I was able to use my the scraps that I had for this, that I wanted to use for this particular page, but at the same time I was able to kind of highlight that the words without adding any other extra products that I didn't pull out for this particular kit. The only thing that kind of really took time is for me to put in the neg the little things for the A's and the O's and things like that. And what I would do is, like as you can see here, I would put in the positive letter again, and then put that little thing in there, and I would put my acrylic block to just hold it down. And I've seen that trick done a lot in the card making process, or card making industry, so I figured that that would work with this one as well. And so now I'm kind of done with the page, and now it's all about just playing around and adding some embellishments and then finishing off the page. So it's pretty self-explanatory. Again, I want to thank everybody that are watching this and also my new subscribers. I really appreciate you. And if you have any questions, make sure that you leave in the comment section below, and check out the description of all check out the description for all of the links for the other ladies that are doing this monthly celebration collaboration. I'm really excited to see what everybody creates and how we all kind of see or document our monthly celebrations. So that's pretty much my page. I will be adding this strip of punched out, or a strip of paper that has a punched out border on one side, and then going to add that to my page. I did make sure to do that on the left and the right so that there's a balance and a repetition on my double page layout. If there was anything that I would redo with this page, is I would probably use a different paper for the part where the paper that I used for the part that says other side, because it was text and the text was kind of competing with the letters. So some of it was kind of hard to see, but yeah, but if there was anything that I would change, that would probably it. But other than that, I think that I'm happy with the results, and I like how it turned out. I really like how the backing of the use of the pattern papers, the back side of the letters, worked out well to emphasize that big quote and title. And so, yeah, I am just going to be decorating this. Like I said, if you have any questions, just leave it in the comment section below. And I do have some close-ups of this layout after the process, and I will catch you guys another day. Bye.